What's up, everyone? This is Movie and Game Lover 98, and for my first movie review of 2024, I'm going to be reviewing this Paramount movie from 1986, and that's none other than Top Gun. Yep, the original Top Gun. So, yep, let's get started, and I hope you guys like this movie review. So, yep, I'll be using this to review the original Top Gun, but first, the original Top Gun, its history. It first hit theaters in 1986, and then it hit VHS, surprisingly first in 1987, but then it was released on some VHS versions multiple times, and then it was released onto DVD for the first time, surprisingly, shockingly, in 1998, and then it was released onto DVD again in 2004, 6 years later, on its special 2-disc edition with both aspect ratio versions, kind of like that 2-disc version of Finding Nemo from 2003. And then it was released onto Blu-ray for the first time in 2008. And then it was released onto Blu-ray a couple of other times, I think. And then it was released onto, I think it was released onto 4K, yep. Well, I think it was released onto Blu-ray then with a remastered version. Then it was released onto 4K in 2019, alone. And then it was released onto 4K again in 2019 or 2020, and then it was released onto 4K, I think, once more in 2022. And you can get it, I'm pretty sure you can get it only on 4K also in this 2-movie pack from 2022 with the Top Gun Maverick sequel, which, actually, spoiler alert, that's going to be the next movie review I do. And I'm pretty sure that was it. So, yep, if I missed a version, please comment down below. So, yep, let's look at my copy, then we'll get with the plot. Anyway, here's what the collection looks like. We're going to be using this for both Top Gun movies. We're going to start with the original Top Gun. Yep, we know what this looks like. Here's this cover for the original Top Gun. Yep. And this is the 2-movie collection. Too bad we couldn't do it for both Sonic the Hedgehog 1 and 2, but that's okay. Anyway, here's the back cover, and some screenshots from the first Top Gun, and your thing about what's about the movie Top Gun the original, and some special features, and your copy information. And this is about 109 minutes for the original Top Gun. Yep, here's the actual case. Please focus, camera. Anyway, here's the 4K disc for the first Top Gun. Looks very similar to Top Gun Maverick, which we'll be covering next. But let's look at the original one first. Especially because I'm doing this in honor of one of my grandfathers who likes this movie. So yep, let's get in with the plot of the original Top Gun. It starts off with this guy called Peter Maverick Mitchell, played by, Tom Cruise, who, funnily enough, attends this flighting Air Force school, appropriately named Top Gun, which is named after the movie. And he just attends it, and he eventually gets the hang of the Air Force, and he eventually is part of this Air Force of sort of planes. So yep, that's the basic plot of Top Gun. So what do I think of Top Gun, the first one from 1986? Well, in my opinion, I gotta say, it was worth for what it was, because, it's decent, and, it's got amazing stuff you can imagine, like, some scenes are good here and there, and all that stuff. So, yeah. And yes, the screenplay does an amazing job. This is a live-action film, we all know, and Paramount does an amazing job with their live-action films. Yep, if I had to rank the original Top Gun from 1986, I would absolutely give it, I'll just give it 5 out of 5 stars. It's decent for what it was. I mean, there were some things that I had a little bit of trouble with, because I think the pacing, I'll just say this. I'll say this again. The screenplay does an amazing job. The cast for most of the characters do an amazing job. Tom Cruise and all the other people do an amazing job as these characters. And and all that stuff. And the pacing, I'd have to say it has some problems with it now and again. Because sometimes they'll go too fast, sometimes they'll go too slow. It goes on and off, going sometimes too fast or too slow. Yeah. So anyways, yeah, that's my main problem. But I still give it 5 out of 5 nonetheless, because it has, for what it was worth, and everything else was amazing, and the musical stuff was amazing in this. So yeah. So yep, to all you guys out there, if you've not seen Top Gun, the 1986 movie, well, I say give it a watch, because it's worth, for what it was worth seeing back in 1986. I think this one might have had mixed reviews because it was competing with the 1986 Disney film The Great Mouse Detective and especially some other films of 1986. But I think I like this one just a little bit over Disney's The Great Mouse Detective. And yes, like I mentioned before, following the success of this movie, well, sort of success, a sequel would come out to theaters 36 years later in 2022, and that'd be none other than Top Gun Maverick, which, like I said before, spoiler alert, that's going to be my next movie review I do. So yep, if you guys out there have not seen the original Top Gun from 1986, like I said, I say give it a watch. It's worth it for what it was. But like I said, my main problem is that the pacing goes sometimes too fast or too slow, goes on and off here and there again. But watch what we get when you guys see my Top Gun Maverick review coming up next, and you'll see why I think I like it better than the original in my personal opinion. So anyways, yep, that's going to be it for this movie review on Top Gun, the very first one from 1986, guys. Hopefully you guys liked it, and stick around for the next movie review on the sequel, Top Gun Maverick, especially because I did this in loving memory of my Grandpa Bob Sanchez, because I know he likes this movie. And if you're hearing this from above, Grandfather Bob Sanchez, hopefully you're watching this from above, because I know you love Top Gun. So anyways, yep, hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully you're watching this as well, my Grandpa Bob Sanchez. And to all the other viewers out there on YouTube, stick around for the next video, the next movie review for the sequel, Top Gun Maverick.